Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Destiny 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, truth is where you seek it. Let's get to it. The quest line for the Truth Exotic rocket launcher is now available in week 2 of the season of Opulence. As soon as you log in to the Destiny 2 servers, you will be greeted by a message that says, go to the menagerie. So the very first thing you're going to do is not go to the menagerie, but go to Werner or Benedict, and you're going to pick up those weekly bounties from them before you do anything else. Now, once you do that, then go to the menagerie. Now, it will be a little bit different than last week because last week, of course, was the first week. Once we had the weekly reset, you're going to have a little bit different makeup of the menagerie. So this week, you're going to see a lot more Hive in the menagerie, including the final boss. Now, the final boss for this week, you'll need to take out the exploders. They'll drop an orb. You take the orb and you throw it at the boss to lower the shield. Once the shield has been lowered, then you can do a damage phase. Do as much damage as possible. Use your grenades, your heavy ammo, your supers, what have you. Get as much health down as possible, and then the shield will go back up, and then just rinse and repeat until you take them out. Once you take them out, you'll get the quest line, a scrap of paper. Now, the scrap of paper will tell you that you need someone to translate the text. And of course, who better to ask than Petra? So head over to the Dreaming City and talk to Petra. When you hand in the scrap of paper to Petra, she'll tell you the note is translated to you. It was addressed to a Daughter of Light and indicates that there is a stolen rocket launcher hidden somewhere in the Labyrinthian Prison of Elders. To identify its location, the note indicates that you'll need a map that has been squirreled away somewhere in the Ascendant Plane. And of course, this means doing the Ascendant Challenge. If you're going and doing it on the current week, then you're going to head to the landing zone and go to the Lost Sector there, the Bay of Drowned Wishes. And of course, have your Queen's Foil ready, go into that Lost Sector and go into the Ascendant Plane. Take on the Ascendant Challenge, lots of jumping, get to the end, take out 2 wizards. Once that's done, then you'll have the map.
Iron, Yule. That is the cry now. That is the cry now that the littlest worm has shaken its kin.
Guardian down. Down.
Well, not quite. You'll find that it is a map asunder. There are 4 more pieces of the map that you have to piece together and decode before you have a complete map. And it gives you a riddle in order to complete it. Translucent, soft-shelled hatchling of my heart, prove you are wise enough to bear my truth. Of course, that is referring to the rocket launcher. True-sighted, scour the other chests. You will find one near the cistern on the centaur, one by hunting a child of darkness in the tangled jetsam, and one by fighting alongside the chosen as night falls. 4 clues, 4 pieces of the map. Let's break it down and get all of those clues and map pieces. So the first clue is true-sighted, scour the other chests. That refers to the ascendant chests in the Dreaming City. So what you'll need to do is find one of the 10 ascendant chests each week for the Dreaming City. Now you only need to find one. Once you find one and open the chest, you'll get a map piece. So for the current week, there is one in the Lost Sector, the Ascendant Challenge, and get that Ascendant chest. So for the current curse week, you're going to go to the tree on top of the rock on the far left side as you go into the Lost Sector, right when you start seeing the exploders and the other scorn. A platform show up, jump up there, jump again, and then you can get the chest. So when you get that map piece, then you only need 3 more pieces and you're done, right? Well, the map pieces have to be decoded. So each map piece has a certain condition that you have to use in order to decode the map, and then you can add it to your map asunder quest step. Now for this one, you'll need to take out Hive, and it has to be Hive on the Tangled Shore, which of course means the Jetsam of Saturn. Now looking at the clues on a map asunder, one of the lines says, won by hunting a child of darkness in the Tangled Jetsam, which of course refers to the Tangled Shore, Jetsam of Saturn location, which just also happens to be where the majority of the Hive hang out in the Tangled Shore. So go to the Jetsam. You can decode that piece before or after getting the next piece of the map. And of course, orange bar and yellow bar Hive do count more towards decoding it than just regular red bar. So if you have a public event coming in, go ahead and do the public event and then get the map piece, or get the map piece and then come back and maybe there'll be a public event. But in order to get that next piece, and I know we're skipping, but it just makes sense to do it while you're decoding, decode and get the next piece at the same time. So the next piece, you'll come into the landing zone at Thieves Landing, go towards the Jetsam of Saturn. When you get in there, you will see a crashed Hive ship. Go and make a beeline straight for that. If you get to the side of the ship, then you've gone too far. You want to approach it on the right side, go up on the platforms, go in, and then once you're in, you're going to keep going down into the bowels of the ship until you get to the Hall of Exalted Souls. And you may remember this from one of the missions that you do in order to take out one of the barons. Now when you get to the bottom, you'll see there's a bunch of hive out, a big ogre, and a shrieker. Take out that big ogre and you'll get your next piece. For the third piece, the first and second clues are necessary. True-sighted, scour the other chests. You will find one near the cistern on the centaur. Centaur, of course, if you remember the first time going to Nessus, your ghost calls a centaur just a big ball of ice. And of course, it has been transformed by the Vex. And the cistern is one of the locations on Nessus. Now, it does say near Nessus, so instead of going to the cistern, you're actually going to go to Watcher's Grave. Once you get there, you're going to use another Queen's Foil. So you should see that Ascendance pop up on your screen. If you don't, then it's not working. When you go to Orbit, then you're going to lose your Ascendance and you're going to have to use another Queen's Foil. So make sure you have the Queen's Foil. Go into Watcher's Grave. You're going to go under the barge on that top level on the right hand side next to the cliff, and then you're going to face into the middle, and right there, very, very quickly, you have to get in just the right spot to see the platform. Jump up onto 3 platforms, and then the 4th platform, there'll be a chest. Open the chest, and that'll be your 3rd map piece. Now the 4th and final map piece, you're going to want a little bit of help in order to get. And the clue for that one is won by fighting alongside the Chosen as night falls. And of course, that is referring to the Nightfall. The Chosen, you're talking about Hallowed Lair. So go through Hallowed Lair, and as you're looking at your map pieces, you'll notice that one of them you need to use a rocket launcher in the Nightfall and have the handicap at least 100. So while you're going for that last map piece, you can also do that as well. So you get a bonus where you can actually double dip a little bit and help yourself out. Get to the end of the Nightfall, and when you open the chest, you'll get your last piece of the map. And that's it. Good luck with this quest line, getting the encoded map pieces and decoding it and working your way towards the truth. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
Lives on across Same Shore. My children.